Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Hello, 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 and welcome back to another live stream. How's it going, everyone? Welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're all doing well. About halfway through the week. A little over the halfway through the week. Hello, Guts. Welcome in. How's it going? We're doing well. I'm doing all right, you know. Doing all right. Nothing too exciting, I think. Today was pretty uneventful, falsely speaking. Hey, DAB, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I'm trying to think. Oh, I was thinking of an idea for a video though. And I want to try doing it. So you know how you can make car tires, right? You start with a plane, bend the plane, and then you bend it the other way. Then you have car tires, right? Obviously, you have a design on the plane, but that's the general premise. You just a couple of bend modifiers, so you got a plane, you got a tire. I want to see if I can do that with geometry scripting and PCG. Maybe not necessarily a tire, because tire might be a little boring. But I could do for like pretty much anything, right? Maybe like you know, some kind of paneling or something for like a big machine you can use or something like that. Could be fun. Because the reason I say we do it that way is because if you want like panels on it that stick out, then you could do a cylinder and then like Boolean panels, but then the panels won't curve along it unless you like need to like extrude. But if you want extrusion at random points, it's a whole thing, right? So I don't know if it'd work. I might try it out tomorrow or Friday after the stream. No, after the stream. During the stream. And see if we can do that. Because I think that'd be I think that'd be good. Or it could be wrong. Or it's a terrible idea and I don't know what I'm thinking about it. But I'm thinking about it. I think it's a way to use the tools that nobody's doing right now. Other than that, what's new? Everything else the same. I've been using the new software, as you see. The fact that we have this, like, this. It's behind my. It's hard to point at because it's behind, literally behind me. I've been using the new software. I think it's okay. I do like the fact that there's less delay, but it's less delay because it's 1080p, which I could have done on the old program as well. By old program, I mean OBS. So, I don't know. This weekend... Yeah, this is the new software. Sometimes you think the audio is delayed? What do you mean by sometimes? So that means it's not delayed. It might be like lagging or something, but... Because it either will be delayed the entire stream or won't be delayed the entire stream. Anything that can delay it partially, randomly during a stream will be on the user side. Like internet connection or buffering or whatever else. Yeah. Because if it was delayed on my side, then it would be delayed constantly, like consistently throughout the entire thing. Yep. Although, if you were talking about like on YouTube, I've noticed that, and some people have pointed it out, on YouTube there's been a weird thing, at least somewhat recently. Right, a few people say like, yeah, my videos, audio's delayed, and at one point, I went to the video, I listened to it, and it was obviously delayed, like sync issues. And then I was like, that's weird, and I, clicked back to the same spot to see it again, and it was fine. And then I refreshed, and it was fine. And I refreshed multiple times, it was always fine. So, there's something going on YouTube. I don't know if it's still going on YouTube, but at least for a bit, there's something going on YouTube where sometimes some people on certain refreshes will get that happening. It's happening to a lot of live streams on YouTube. Oh, yeah. Well, there's always Twitch. I multi-stream if that is an issue, I would do multi-stream. But yeah, it's not something because a few people did leave comments like that. And I check, when I check it, I was like, it's fine, except the one time when I checked it, I didn't notice what they're talking about, which means they're not crazy, which is good. I mean, they could still be crazy, but just not about this specific thing. So, yeah, odd. But, anyway, the plans for today, as I've shaken my camera, my desk, plans for today is to continue with the player combat. That's the plan. Also, I don't know. Here's a random question for you guys. Xbox controller or PlayStation controller? Which do you use, assuming you have both? Obviously, if you only have one, then it's kind of a no-brainer on what choice you use. Which one do you use for PC? Because I'll be honest, I've always liked the PlayStation controller more. And since I was playing Final Fantasy, I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to plug in the PlayStation controller. Because the thing that I actually always disliked about the Xbox One is the thumbsticks. I don't like that they're like my fingers are like, like that instead of like this, like aligned. It's awkward to me. use more than the PlayStation controller because it's rechargeable. And your Xbox controller is battery. You get rechargeable batteries. But yeah, I get it. Using a PlayStation controller? Yeah. I always like the PlayStation controller more. Just, again, the thumbsticks is the big one for me. The general shape of controllers, let's be honest, these days is more or less the same, right? In terms of, like, general, like, shape of it. Like, it is obviously different. Like, this is, like, not as thick around the hand, but, like, they're all fine. Like, none of them are going to be like, oh, my hands hurt after using it. I would hope by this point in time. So, it's the little things. But anyway. You have rechargeable batteries, so there you go. Yeah, mine's plugged in through cable because then I don't have to deal with batteries. You develop with three Xbox, PlayStation, and Logitech. Oh wow, lots of controllers. So the plan for today is quite simple. We continue with reworking the combat for the player. Yeah, I mean, it's really as simple as that. We have most of it in already, right? We have the left click with a 1 second delay. We have the hold, and we have the big attack. And the right click, which is this one, is on a 3 second delay. And this is on a 1 second delay. Yeah. So the next thing we were doing is making so when you do this attack, we would save the amount you charged it, and the damage would then be calculated relative to how much you charged it. Making sure the games are covered with different controls. But I mean, the amount of buttons doesn't change, right? Like, you could get more buttons on like a custom controller, but the amount of, like, they always have 4 buttons at least. Right? On the side, they have 2 joysticks, a D-pad, and 2. Like, I've seen controllers with more, but never less. So, theoretically, if you design for one of them, don't you design for all of them? Effectively? Because, like, when you're designing controller support, right? It's just controller buttons. Like, it just says bottom face button. You know? It doesn't specify, like, bottom face on Xbox versus, you know, on PlayStation. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. What did I have the aura open? Oh, I was just fixing that. So here, we're doing all this. We need to save this. We need to pass this along. The question is, how do we pass this along? Shit, I just wrote, how do we pass this along? So we pass it along here. We get the attack info. Well, the attack info doesn't actually need this. No, it needs the scale, right? The scale is from here. So yeah, so we have this, which tells me the multiplier. We need the value of how much it's been multiplied, basically. Which means when we do the damage, receive damage info, we get it, the whole multiplier here. But this doesn't tell me the actual attack hold multiplier, and this is just these are named differently. Oh no, why are these named differently? PlayStation, Xbox, yes, but no name brands don't share same mapping signals sometimes. Oh, but then for those, theoretically, you can rebind them, right? The custom ones, custom brands, I would imagine. I hate that these are named the same. Old attack multiplier. So what we need then is we need to set the value, but we need the value on all characters. So we need to add the variable in the parent. So we're gonna just specify hold duration or attack hold duration, not hold attack. Yeah, attack hold duration, not hold attack duration. It matters. Order here matters. Not a lot, but it matters. Default will be 0. So then here, you need to set hold attack duration. And we need to set this, let's say here. So all this is going to be, math-wise, is... First, let's get more room. Right, so we need to take our elapsed seconds and then divide it by how long the hold is set up for. So it's set up for 1.5 seconds. So that means if elapsed seconds gets to 1.5, it should be 1. Otherwise, it'll be a fraction. That's really all we need to do, actually. But then we need to reset it. Attack hold duration. So once it is going past here, so once it goes past here, when we do the jump to node, we need to reset it, basically. Because we don't want to keep it on that value. We want to return it back to where it was, which is just 0. Wait, do we do this here? No. We don't do this here, because then I wouldn't... No, this needs to be done after yeah, so we do the attack combo. It does all of this fun stuff. It plays the animation, it does the damage. So here we have the hold attack multiplier. So on... I don't know. Event graph. I gotta figure out... Okay, here. We're getting the attack. We got the hold attack here. Let's think about this. Okay, so this all gets pushed through the current attack info. Yeah, so it goes here. Then we have the hold attack. I hate that I have to hide unconnected pins every single time I add something, but you know, it is what it is. Here. So this is the one where we need to do this. So here we need to get attack hold duration. And multiply it. The attack hold duration. So effectively, if the hold attack multiplier is 3 and we held it for the entire time, we would get 3x damage. If we held it for a third of the time, we would get 1x damage. If I set the attack multiplier like after holding as 1x, then it'll be lower damage. But that wouldn't really make sense, so we're probably not going to do that. So then we should have the hold attack multiplier set into the damage, and we should get the right information. Now, whether or not this is going to work is TBD, but no, we gotta do that. And then after it sends that information, then let's reset it. Here. Okay, well, we need a test dummy. We need a test dummy. Where's our test dummy? Test dummy. So if I do this, ooh, 76.5. That's a. I think I shouldn't be doing 76.5 damage. Oh, you know what I didn't do? No, I did. I'll just confirm that this is giving me the right value. Yes. And if it almost reaches 1, it's close enough. It'll never be truly 3.0. We don't. We'll take it. We'll take it. So that's working. So that's what's going on here. Also, I can just take it from this. I don't know why I'm dragging it all the way from that one. Well, yeah, I have this here. Why do I have knockback type? I have knockback info. Oh, because I need to get from knockback. That's fine. Let's clean this up a little. I say clean it up, and then this is not really clean. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Oh, the wires. The wires are going everywhere. What if we did this? What if we did this? Okay, that's better. Gotta keep it somewhat clean, right? Okay, so what's going on? Okay. Gotta figure out what's going on. Here. So let's do a print string. of whole attack multiplier, which should say 3. No matter what I have here. Oh, I need to hit something, right? 3. Yep. And then this times the whole attack duration should give me a lower number. Right? 0.30. So, yeah. So where's the problem? The problem is in the take damage calculation, isn't it? The problem is in the take damage calculation? Well, that doesn't seem right either. Got this net plugin that makes the spaghetti under control and has flow marching ants on the wire. Flow marching ants. What the hell does that mean? What is flow marching ants? I don't want ants. I have questions now. Oh, did I? Oh, did I not? Wait, no. Oh. Where did I actually implement the 3x damage or whatever skill damage? Oh, it was on the PC abilities. I implemented it somewhere yesterday, and now I got to remember where I implemented it. Shit. No, it wasn't here. It was definitely not there. Okay, so in that case, okay, I gotta follow the graph, which goes here. I need to follow. Goes here. If it's false, yeah, it does that. Health damage. If it's not culling, yada yada. Berserker. Calculated block successful. You know, it's a damage calculation. I also just realized, why is this a pure node? That should not be a pure node. I think originally it could have been a pure node, but I'm changing variables here. It should not be a pure node. Let's do that. So... oh, that's right. Here... is it this one? On the received damage info? Well, we swapped everything out last time. So... oh god, where did I do it? I don't... where did I do... shit. You know, the damage is being multiplied. Yeah, so it's being multiplied by that. I cannot remember where. God damn it.
Ads are here.
Oh, that's fine, guys. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Critical chance, the critical damage. Damage multiple. It's fine. Yeah. We're just gonna pretend like everything's fine. This is why you don't stop doing something mid doing it between days. Because if you're anything like me, you don't remember what happened 5 minutes ago, let alone to remember what happened yesterday. In 20 minutes, you'll be here to roast me. Well, I guess I gotta finish it within 20 minutes. Thanks for the warning. I appreciate it. You wish? No. That's exactly what it is. Reset all of this. It goes to damaged. From damaged, it goes to take damage. It just does the function then. The problem is if I wasn't scaling, that means I just didn't include it and didn't attach it anywhere. And I'm like, okay, cool, I'll attach it. I know where to attach it. It'd be fine. But because it is scaling, that's the problem. Problem is I know it's scaling, so I know I set it up. Where did I set it up? God damn it. Well, here's I guess the question I can check at the very beginning here, which is if I do a print string here. Is this going to say 75 or is this going to say 25? 25. Is it in this graph and I'm just blind? It's in this graph and I'm just blind. Okay, where am I blind? Where is it? Where did I add it? You know what? Maybe I should comment some of this stuff. Because this is a very long setup, and honestly, maybe I should start commenting some of this. Damage, override. I guess base damage. Armor reduction, yes. This is only armor. Oh, this is the check. So this entire thing here is armor reduction. This here is projectile reduction. Oh wait, hold on. This is armor. This is melee armor. Well, I guess I just put it all under the same thing. It's all armor. Right. Is it under combined damage? Because from here we have the critical stuff. Yeah, critical damage. This is glass cannon. Glass cannon is hard coded to be 2. This is not right. That's not right. But hold on. Don't I have glass cannon calculations here? Don't I have glass cannon here? Glass cannon. So why the hell do I have it here? I shouldn't have it here. There's no reason to have it here. This is wrong. All of that can go away. Okay. So my guess then, because this is the damage dealer, this gets the crit chance. Crit. So that means most likely it is within this get combined damage. Because we did a little print string here. And a print string right before it. I bet we get different results. We don't. Okay. Okay, I am more blind than I thought. You know what? Maybe I need a better prescription. It's not in this node. Wait, what? Wait. Wait. What do you mean it's on that node? Wait, but before it was. But before this said 25. That's why we're checking in here. Oh, is this 25 now? Oh, I see. So it's 25 here. I'm gonna find the damn place. God damn it. I'm gonna find it. Here. So wait, why is it on? Is it attack damage override? Is this doing it? Attack damage modifier. This is not the right thing. It's 3. Why is it 3? Okay. Hold on. Is it supposed to be? Where's the player? Where's my attack? We're so. Where is white? Not white dash. Basic attack. No attack heavy. This a damage scale is 3, which is correct. So Get the current attack info, which has the whole attack multiplier, not damage scale. Damage scale goes to attack damage modifier. But here we have, I put in. Oh, I see. I understand myself. Okay, so I previous me did a dumb. I have a damage scale to just scale the damage of an attack in general. And I shouldn't need to anymore for the hold attack. It's just gonna be one scale. But then it has a multiplier on top of that, which is the hold multiplier. Which is this. That's why it was multiplied by 3. It wasn't because it was actually had the hold attack multiplier set up. It's because I understand now. I understand past me. Yes, past me. I understand. Okay, so that means I can do it here. I just grab it, hold attack multiplier. Oh, you know what? I'll set the default on hold attack, or attack hold multiplier. Should be 1 by default. Looks like eventually you'll get lost. What do you mean eventually? I've been lost in my own system for a long time. But I only want to do this. I want this to return to 0 to 1 as a multiplier by default. Right, this, because while this will work, where's my game? Oh, I'm terrible at documentation. I can't write documentation because I can't read documentation. Are you crazy? And documentation right now is pointless. I change things so much that I'll be spending half my time working on writing documentation that I just replaced. It's a waste of time. Documentation is great when you have like a thing that you're like, okay, this is how it works, and this is where it works. But that's why I have enough comments and stuff to understand it. I'm not gonna document that I wrote down 3.0 for damage scale, right? I might document that, oh, I have this, but that was the problem here, right? Is that I just made it 3. No amount of documentation would ever tell me that I made it 3. Or if I have that refined of like documentation, I have problems, I think, at that point. Okay, so this is now fine. And then here, attack hold duration is 0, which is fine. I think I will have a minimum here, and that should fix this. And then we'll fix the problem. Because I don't want to go below 1.0 damage, no matter what. So let's do a minimum float, minimum of 1. And that'll also fix our problems. Tisk tisk? What do you mean tisk tisk? You're telling me you write down, you change the value, and then you go write it down? It'll take you longer to to write it down than it would be to change the value. And then you need to be able to find that information. It is such a waste. You'd never find it. It's not for that, the documentation. What? You mean documentation is not for that? Well, then it wouldn't help me. Then the whole documentation part would not help me with this scenario of the problem. So then whatever. Use writer side and do your doc as you go. Or like register how you're doing stuff, like calculations, or how you're setting things up. Oh, I know how I'm setting things up. In general, I know where it is. I might forget where like a specific node is. That's what I forget. Like I know the general how everything's set up. I just like forget like where did I put that one node that I need in this calculation? And unless I have that specific node recorded somewhere, it's not gonna help me. I know where all like where it goes, like, but usually my problem is I need a specific node. Okay, so you're sure, but for me to do that, so as I'm doing glass cannon, not canyon, if I'm doing glass cannon, I'm not gonna go to my documentation like, okay, let's read the documentation on specifically glass cannon. Where do I have that set up? It was not a big deal before. It would take me longer to write it and read it and modify it than it did for me to just like, oh, I have that there. Let me just remove it. It's no longer needed. Well, how long till I get lost? I don't think it'll happen. Like not true. I don't think I'll actually ever get truly lost in my own stuff because I'm the one doing it and I'm working on it, right, constantly. If I wasn't working on this game constantly, if I like left for 6 months and then came back, sure, I might need a refresher. How are things like in general? But hey, Joe, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. But now let's see if it works. 25.5, and then if I do okay, so not quite working. Not quite working. Why is this not quite working? Let's find out. I'm doing well, Trying to figure out 1.0. Oh. Wait. Hold on. I think I did another stupid. Yeah, hold attack multiplier multiplies. Oh. It's multiplied by the attack duration. Minimum of 1. So, yeah, what? This should give me a value of 3 when I hold it fully. Or at least, more. Why is it 1? Three. Okay, so it's 3 coming out of here, multiplied by the attack hold duration. $2.4. And then... Oh, I'm an idiot. I meant to use max, not min. Max. Float, not minimum float. Don't worry, guys. Anyone can make a game. If I'm here making a game, doing this stupid stuff, you can make a game. Don't you worry about it. Hey, Mike, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Tonight is the night you cooked. Nice. What'd you cook? Some steak, I hope? Steak and eggs? Steak and frites? Also delicious. Just steak by itself? Also good. I mean, honestly, whatever it is, as long as it's with steak, it's gonna be good. Cooking an incredible scene in your game. Does it involve steak? That's what the kids say when they do something, you think? No, there's not enough skibbity and other words of that kind in your sentence to be what the kids speak. You know, just add some like skibbity toilets and some. Oh, there we go. 33. Yay. 67. 76. Yay. Tonight's the night you rezzed. You know, if you don't know, said like that, I think it comes across as something very different. Right? I feel like that does not mean what you think it means. You don't make the words? Clearly. No, he did the rizzing, Guguts. Yeah, Riz means he did the rizzing. Yeah, he didn't get rizzed up. He's the one who's doing the rizzing. Don't worry, I'll call you out on the ESL again. It's just for you, Guguts. Unless it's a good thing. For reference, Mike, Riz is the slang term that for the word charisma. Charisma is just shortened to Riz. When someone's charismatic, they have Riz. Because the kids these days are too lazy to say the word charismatic. No care, Riz-matic. It's the word Riz, spelled differently. It's with Z's because it wants to be cool, right? It's like writing kids and then with a Z at the end because you're cool. You don't blame them, you can't spell. That's okay. Neither can most Americans. So you're fine. One thing I do want to figure out, and this is something that I've noticed for a while here, is for whatever reason, my base attack is 25.5 and not 25. I don't know where the 0.5 is coming from. And I want to find where the 0.5 is coming from, honestly. And that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to figure out where the 0.5 is coming from. It's not a big deal, but it is a big deal. That's not a big deal. So I said 25, but the actual damage is 25.5. So somewhere down the line, we're getting an extra 0.5. Is it from the crit? It might be from like the crit section. Okay, so it came from the get combined damage. Okay. So what here in the get combined damage? I guess I don't need this anymore here then. What am I doing here that's wrong? Because I'm clearly doing something wrong. Do I have damage upgrades on the character? Oh, it might be fine. I might just have damage upgrades on the character right now. Oh, I have a damage upgrade on the character. Never mind. It's doing everything exactly correctly, and I'm just dumb. Yeah, I'm just dumb. Do I have a debug key to reset my upgrades? I have collectibles I can reset. If I press 1, I get 1 of each upgrade. Well, I guess I'll make it 0. Hey, look, it's correct. Why I so dumb? Why I so dumb? Let's do one of these, and then let's do save game. So now am I doing 25? Yay! Now it's saved. Okay. Yeah, and I have 0 upgrades. Good. Which means if I come here, I don't have the thing anymore. Yay! Good. Good. Yeah, we don't need this test anymore. Saying the dex. How would I set the deck size to 0? Oh, I know why. Because I needed that to fix stuff. But I don't need that anymore. That is still fine to have. We don't need this. We need this. It's good to have it. It's good to have it. Adds 1,000 units of blood. Yeah, this is all fine. And this, yeah, resets it. Okay. We're totally fine. Okay, so now our hold attack actually is doing the damage that we expected to. Right? So if we do a little bit of a hold, you do 25. If I do a bigger hold, you do 39. But it'll never go below 25. So I can, of course, hit normally. See, that, if I am basically... I have to charge at least 1/3 of it. And then it will do damage past that. Which honestly is fine. Right? Because... you still get the benefit of it being a line. Even if you're doing this 1x damage, you're still getting effectively longer range, but not as wide.
Ads
so there's still a benefit
Pausing
to it.
for ads.
Okay. I think after the ads, we check it out and we test it to see how well it's working. Yes. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Also, your two I'm drinking, but yours just water. I mean, if you wanted to look like mine, just piss in your water. It will look just like this. Yeah. And then we could be drinking the same thing practically. Yeah. We'll be drinking buddies. Premium Sorlet piss right there. Recycling vitamins? I don't think that's how that works. Well, actually, if your body can't ingest all vitamins if you take way too many. So in a sense, maybe, yeah. You can make sure you get all the vitamins if you took too many. But your body's good at removing toxins. That's what the vitamins are for, right? Well, I want to show this real quick. Riz. You know, romantic appeal or charm. To charm or seduce. Usually used with up. But the reason I want to bring it to your attention here is because this is from the Merriam-Webster dictionary. This isn't, you know, a weird, like, I forget what the website's called. Say weird. This isn't, like public definitions of, like, of the community. And this is, like, Merriam-Webster. Riz. We have kidneys for a reason? Exactly. We have failed as a society? Urban Dictionary, that's the one. That's the one I was thinking of. Oddly enough, you don't see it mentioning charisma. Very odd. Well, it doesn't really tell you where it originated from. It just tells you what it means, right? But it originated from charismatic, from what I know. Also, welcome in, Wesley. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. So, let's try this. Is it not hitting the ones in the back? Hold on. Let me line these guys up. Oh, it is. It is. It's just... Okay, so I think I need to increase the radius on that a little bit. Because I feel like I should have been hitting them, but I wasn't. So I feel like visually I expect to hit them. So... I expect to hit that guy too. Also, this right-click attack, I feel like should do more damage. And the fact that I don't see the line over things is also bad. So let's change some stuff. And put the music back up. So first things first. Let's move these up. So I'll move him up, let's say 20 points. I say points, units. So why did I say points? I have no idea. I'll need to do it here as well. 20 might be too much. We'll see how it looks. And other than that, and then we do the damage. So for the damage, should be relatively easy. Where's the heavy attack? Oh, not heavy attack. Wide swipe. Ah, yeah. So here, right, I put it into the wrong one. Here I have it in the hold attack multiplier instead of the damage scale. So here we can do damage scale 3. So now we should do more damage. Okay, yeah, I feel like do I want it to be wider? Yeah, I feel like it should. It's so hard to say. I mean, I missed. The arrow did miss, right? So I feel like the charge attack maybe should be more damage than the swipe. Like, this swipe is a very large area and does 3x damage. It has a bigger cooldown, to be fair. But I feel like this attack, then, because it has a narrower range and you have to be, like, it's a little more specialized, we should increase the damage on it. Yeah. So let's do that. Let's increase the damage to 5x. And then I'll increase the radius just a tad. From 150 to 175. Bam. Oh, that felt. Oh, that feels good. Just kill all of them. Just yeah, that was great. Like I like that. So one thing I am noticing right away now is maybe I don't want to do it as this line. Maybe we do it as a decal. I didn't want to do it as a decal. I don't really want to do it as a decal, but I might do it as a decal. How did I miss? How did I miss? Huh. I can one-shot him. Because it's a 5x damage, I can just one-shot him if I fully charge. Oh my god, I got cleave. Hold on. Is this working with cleave? We haven't tested this yet. Because theoretically it should. Why no hit? Why is it... Okay, sometimes it doesn't fire, which is not good. That doesn't work either. Something's up with it not always firing. Then no, I don't have dump. God damn it. I don't have blast cannon even on. No, I meant to do testing level. I mean, I can turn on glass cannon. Let's try. I'm already one-shotting, so not quite needed, but yeah, definitely do it. So here, if I turn on the duration, is it? Right, I see the trace. I see the trace. No, it's tracing every time. Huh. You made a power up where the behind and back of the player gets very hard and transparent. We call it glass. Wait, what? It's not. I didn't make that power up. When I was there in the middle between spheres, it's fine. Yeah. So for right here, okay, I'll position myself right, like here. You'll see. Right, it doesn't matter. It just shows between. Oh, what if? Okay. Yeah, it was already the next message, Gogots. You can't expect me to remember what you wrote in the previous message. We just went over how my memory is shit. It was the next message. It was so long ago. Yeah, it's just then it's starting to end the trace. Yeah, otherwise it'd be very hard to visualize it.
You're wrong, and I hate you, and you're a big, smelly doo-doo head.
You know what's funny about that, Kikuts? I was just to use that on you. But you beat me to it. And yes, I am proud of it. You know, in fact, I'm gonna celebrate about that. Do I want to make it a decal? This whole setup. I probably do. A couple of things. So one, the combat feels better. It's definitely slower and more methodical, but it feels better. I'll try it one more time. Just I probably should, you know what? Let's turn off that. Let's turn that off because that makes it hard to see. Oh, there we go. See, how did I miss one? Oh no, I didn't miss him. I definitely did not miss him. But that time I did. See, I miss there. I miss sometimes. Why do I miss sometimes? I feel like maybe I should probably make this wider, though. I probably should make this... Although the actual sphere attack is wider. Like there, nothing hit. Only the first one hit. Okay, you know what? I will turn on... I will turn on the debug, and I'll just change the debug duration to like 2 seconds. It shouldn't be, Wesley. It shouldn't be. Because I do hit multiple occasionally. I hit one there. I hit one. I hit... Yeah, I hit both of them there. Yeah, I hit... See, I hit this one and this one, but not this guy. So, I think is just... I hit nothing there. So something's up. Like, he was within the sphere, but he didn't get hit. Why? But why? Okay, you died, you took less damage. Why did you not take as much damage? This is a perfect line. Okay, something... Okay, how is that possible? How did she take less damage? And the other one died. I don't have random health. Wait, am I printing health right now still? Yes. Oh! I see what's going on. Okay. Okay, for whatever reason, the first one gets the full attack, and the rest get the base of the attack. That's what's happening. And this is probably... Yeah, this is why. I'm doing this inside of the loop. I meant to do this at the end uncompleted. So what was happening is the first enemy took the actual full attack, and the others took the base, which depending on their health is just not as noticeable as obviously the full attack should be. So that should now work, because now it'll reset after every attack. After the attack is done. Yeah, the details are sometimes important. Not always, but sometimes they're important. Right. That's all good. So now if I... Can I get line... Can you line up multiple of these guys? Please? Please line up. Yeah, so the one there also got hit really hard. Yeah. Did I just miss? Yeah, there we go. A lot of them died there. Okay. So this attack is more powerful than this one, but it covers less area. So this one at full charge does 5x damage, while the big swipe does 3x, but covers a bigger area. I don't know if 5x is enough, but I think 5x is a lot of damage, considering you can one-shot some enemies at 5x, but you can't one-shot enemies at 3x. At the like level 1. So I think that's a success. I think the combat definitely feels better. Like I actually am like thinking like, okay, well, do I want to like line it up? Do I want to do like an AoE? I'm not just going around and spamming, which was the big problem that I had originally. So in terms of like actual play style, I'm having a, I think it's better. Let me see if controller still works. No. So why? So that works. Okay, so it's not. It's not working on controller. So while I'm holding it, it's not working. Okay. Great. So now we get to fix controller stuff. Okay. Let's go here. So why? It's because on the hold, I just set rotate towards mouse, which probably is happening no matter what, is my guess. Yeah, rotate towards cursor continuous. So here I just check if it's true or false, and then I do this. I also need to check if it is the input is also keyboard and mouse. Because if it's not, then we don't want to do this. So what we can do is find a place where I'm checking what the input is. I need to remember where I have the check. Oh, you know what? I remember how to do this. Get character wow. My brain ain't working right now. It's not a player controller. Shit. Let's go find it. I am wow. My brain is just it ain't working today. I don't know why. You know, it's not even that I'm like super tired either. It's just my brain is like, no, screw you today. I'm just not gonna do it. Here it is. Player control, that's what I was looking for. You're super tired just challenging it to me? Is that what you're saying? I mean, can you not? Also, if you're super tired, go to sleep. It could be the P. I don't know what you're talking about. Bell Grills. Is it Bell Grill? What's his name? Oh my god. I'm telling you, my brain is like just so out of it. Bear Grylls, yes. Wow. The funny thing is, sometimes I'm like this in the morning. I'm sometimes like this in the morning. And the morning is when I do my Anki for learning Japanese. And when I get a card wrong, I mark it as wrong, which resets it back to like one day to like try again, like start up again, basically. And but sometimes like, oh yeah, I've been good, and then I'm like, I've known this word forever. I don't remember this word. It's blank. Like, I forgot the word for family, even though I knew it for months. You're on TeamViewer? Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, I say that. But last time I used TeamViewer for any kind of like 3D work, the lag or the delay was insane. It is not family. It's Kazoku. It's Kazoku. It's not family. Kazoku to ryori o tabemasu. I'm going to eat with my family. There, that's my little bit of Japanese you're gonna get. That's all I get. I was considering at one point to add a channel point redeem for me to do like a quick thing on like Duolingo so you can hear me like say things in Japanese, but I was like, that's probably not very interesting for people. It's not what people are here for. So basically I can embarrass myself in how I pronounce things. Most likely. You would redeem just that every day? Seriously? You can't spell today? Oh, there you go. My class was with Itachi from Naruto? I mean, I can add it as a redeem. It would be more expensive than the other ones, to be fair. Because that is, like, actually a, like... Because he killed all his family. What? Wait, what? I said I eat with my family. I didn't say I ate my family. Kazakoto. To means with. I ate with my family. Kazakoto. My accent threw me off.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Kazukoto ryo... no. Kazukoto asagohan o tabemasu. I'm eating or I will eat breakfast with my family. Either way, it's not family. That's the point. That was the only reason I started saying anything in Japanese. Because it's just... But yeah, if you're doing 3D, not 3D, if you're doing reorganization of files, then yeah, TeamViewer is fine. The program that I've used in the past 2 jobs I've had for remote work is Teradici. I hate it, but at least the delay is fine. So in that regard, it's good. But in terms of like functionality, it's shit. It's free. It's made by HP. Big fan of Parsec. Where we use Teradici. I don't know why, but we do. The last 2 jobs have been Teradici. I think that's become the industry standard, from what I can tell. Because I think my another coworker, I'm pretty sure also uses Teradici for another company. So I think in the industry, people just transition to using Teradici. It's kind of shit. I say it's kind of shit because here I'll find. Yeah, it's called HP Anywhere, but the like, it's this. But the program I think is called Teradici, even though it's HP Anywhere. HP's website's so garbage. If I press products, nothing opens. Great. This Teradici. If it finds it, even. Yeah, it's everywhere. The problem I have with it, it's free, as far as I know. The problem I have with it is, one, I cannot use multiple monitors with it unless I wanted to take over my entire computer. You have 3 clients open, and say, there you go. It's everywhere. You cannot do multiple monitors unless you go full screen. And I have 3 monitors. I don't want to go full screen. So at work, I have 1 monitor. Right? If it was like, oh, I can have 2 monitors and like maybe like swap between them, or I can like have a windowed version, I can just stretch it across 2 monitors. All would be great. Hey Al, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. But no, stuck with 1 monitor. The other thing is no support at all for touch. No, sorry, not touch. Sensitivity. Oh, I know how to get into full screen. I don't want to do full screen, Joe. That's the problem. I don't want to do full screen. Full screen takes over all my monitors, not just 1 monitor. Or not like 2 monitors. I can't specify. It's like all of them. And I don't want to do all of them. I have like stuff on different monitors. That's the problem. Yeah, there's no tablet support. That's the other problem. So, which is a problem for like when you need to sculpt something. That's why I haven't sculpted like anything in 3D pretty much in the last job and the current job. Like you just sculpt basically with a mouse. Effectively, right? You could still use it as a mouse. You still use like a Wacom as a mouse, but you just don't have any pressure sensitivity. That's bad. You can dock the client with Windows 11. What do you mean you can dock the client with Windows 11? You need up-to-date Wacom drivers on both sides? What if you don't have Wacom? Just for shits and giggles. What if you didn't have Wacom? Does it work for others? You just need... No Wacom, no chocolate, yeah. My Wacom is extremely old. Here's the problem with me. My Wacom, I have Intuos 5. That shit ain't supported by new drivers. That's the problem. For record, into I have this thing. It is massive. It like I have it like in the cabinet. I haven't used it in a long time. It's massive. I was originally, so it's a large size effectively. The medium is literally this, but the reason I got a large is twofold. One, I have 3 monitors widescreen, so I really like use like this part of it when I have like when I go with all monitors. Usually, or I can specify only go on one and I have like really like large like intricate control. But the reason I got a large, this was in college. This is the same tablet I got in college. I found an iPhone in the bathroom that was disconnected from the network, couldn't be unlocked. I kept it for a week to see if anyone would like somehow like retrieve it, put up any signs or anything. Eventually, no one came to claim said iPhone. I sold said iPhone and went from a medium to a large upgrade. So that's why I got myself a large. And then I sold the iPhone. It was locked. I had no way of knowing whose it was. I had no way of getting it back to anyone. It was out of service. I couldn't like call it. No one could call it. No. As for the docking stuff on Windows 11, when you drag a window to the edge of the screen, you can dock it. Yeah. But I can't dock it across multiple monitors. And the problem, even if I could dock it across multiple monitors, is to do multi-monitor setup, I need full screen, right? In Teradicia. Otherwise, it'll just be one really wide monitor, which I don't want either. Yeah, that's my tablet. It's still working. Usually you dock a client. Well, see, you're insane, to be fair. Docking a client per screen is insane because you shouldn't have multiple clients. Ah, there we go. Problem solved. Yeah, this is a controller. Yay, we fixed it. Real No. You should do it like me. Put 20% effort in, get 80% of the result, and be happy with it. Because then it's like, oh, it's easy go. You just put 20% effort in. You get there. The other 20% requires, 80% effort, but that's an extra. That's too much. Really good. No. Once you're good at, once you get higher up, Guts, that's not a beginner tip. Let's clear that up. It takes me like if you could do the job in 10 minutes when you have an hour, then you do it in 20% of the time, right? Basically, and you're done. Like, oh, cool, I'm good. But if it still takes you all the time, and you need more time, right? Then that doesn't really work. Q1 are good, but their drivers need net connection and admin access. The drivers are nasty. You get rid of them the minimum they change the driver functionality. Aw. Well, it is what it is. Oh, you were talking 88B. I thought you were talking about what I was saying. XP are amazing. The thing is, like, I don't need a tablet. The problem is, right? If I was to get a tablet, I'd want one with a screen at this point in time, so I can actually just see what it is. But I don't need it for anything right now, so there's no point to get it. Right, for me, it is like if I was like actually using it and having it set up, then I'd get it. But it also, I have one more display output, to be fair, but I could use another monitor, quote unquote. It's just not needed. Also, I don't know. I don't what it was, like a year ago. I don't remember how long ago. Wacom did the insane thing of using AI to promote their stuff. A company built for artists did not want to use artists to promote their work. I don't know if you guys heard about that one. I found that insane. Where they literally, instead of hiring an artist, did you not hear about this, DJ? Yeah. Wacom are good, but XP are almost the same thing. Definitely hits as hard as Wacom. Yeah. Yeah, so they used AI art in their in their advertising for their product, which was insane. Yeah. So, right, because if you have this, but then this one's just coming out of the eye. Yeah, doesn't even look good. Like, the mouth here is like all sorts of weird. Like, this is like detached from his body or something. It didn't make sense. This was in January of 2024. So yeah, it's been over a year. And I remember hearing about this. I was like, what the hell? But that's not the one I saw. Where's the one that I saw? Because this is actually a different one. I'm pretty sure there was another one, but it might have been by someone else. The other one. So. I think there was another company that did similar thing. Yeah, this is the full thing, right? This is the full art piece. Yeah. There was another company that did something similar. I don't remember what it was. It Magic the Gathering? Yeah, I think it was Magic. Yeah. That's the other one I was remembering. If you didn't hear, Magic the Gathering, which is, again, an art thing, right? There are artists that do the cards. Didn't have an artist make this. Instead, it was AI generated. You can find yeah, this one's also AI generated from. The scales are not conforming. They look like fingers on an AI person. Oh yeah, the old stuff. Yeah, yeah. But no, it is what it is. This one also had like a big markup on it. But I don't remember. I don't know. It just. Because basically when it came out, like everyone was like let me show you like everywhere where it's like broken, like here, right? All of this. This doesn't make any sense, right? These do not connect. This doesn't work, right? There's like a bunch of stuff. This is going like just welding and unwelding. So anyway. That's my little tangents. So yeah, there's stuff like that. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. You know, it's like, I think for stuff like that, if it's obviously a company for and by artists, it should use artists, right? If it's like a small, I mean, once you're that size, you should use artists in general. It's like, if you're tiny, sure. Like, if it's gonna be expensive, yeah, I get it. But everyone's gonna get backlash for using AI no matter what. Like AI art. I mentioned 3D a while back. What's your platform of choice for that? When you mean 3D, like 3D program to like Maya, Blender, that kind of 3D, or like to find 3D models? I just want to get a little clarity. If you couldn't tell, Guts is being sarcastic. I do not like Maya. I know Maya the most, hands down. And I use it at work. But I don't like Maya. It's crash prone. It has so many issues. Dear God, I hate it. If you ask me like what 3D program, like if money was no option, like like money was not a consideration, what 3D program would you use? I tell people Blender still. It's just so much better. The plugins, the functionality, you can just get free stuff from Blender to like do all sorts of things. It's insane. Yeah, Blender's great, and I'm like, I don't need to use Blender very much, which is why I haven't really like picked it up like to the same level. Also, the one complaint I have with Blender, and it's a big one for me, is the UV editor is hot garbage. In Maya, there's specifically like a tool, like a part of the default Maya UV editor that I use, which is when you select a bunch of UVs, you can align them. You can like align them straight to a side, basically. And it has that, which is great. But then what I do is I unwrap in either X or Y, or U or V, whatever, right? I want to unwrap the UVs only on a certain axis. And I could not find a way of doing that even with plugins. Dear God. I love how you mentioned everything I don't like about to people. Yeah, I don't like Kid Bash either. Well, specifically for Unreal. I don't like big, medium, small for Unreal either. Last I tried, maybe they've changed it, but I doubt it. But if you're doing real-time stuff for Unreal, I do not recommend either Kit Bash nor big, medium, small. Because I still remember one of the environments we got, I have PTSD from it still. Because every asset had like 30 materials on it. That's not okay. No. Yeah, if you're doing it for like cinematics or something, yeah, go nuts. If it's real time, a single asset should not have dozens of material. I think one of them had over 50. It just right. That should not be a thing. So yes, I have slight PTSD from one environment that I was hoping to help clean up. Never. So that's why, and I don't remember if it was Kit Bash or Big, Medium, Small. Why? Because what they did is they took their regular, because these environments were not built for Unreal. They were built for VFX, or just like as assets with a bunch of materials, and then they just decided to, oh, we can make money by making an Unreal version, so we'll just bring them into Unreal as they are and call it good, more or less. I mean, I'm sure they did some other stuff, but like more or less, right? That's the process. It's not designed for just Nana and Lumen everything, and it's fine. See, Nana is for performance, Lumen is for anti-performance. So I like how you always use both. But that's why I don't like Kit Bash as Big, Medium, Small. Because we worked with both, and yeah, that's the issue. It's not that note that I'm not criticizing the assets themselves, right? I'm not complaining about the textures. I'm not complaining about the models. I'm complaining specifically about them in Unreal for real-time purposes, because they're not designed for it. Because I'll be honest, I didn't even look at the textures, and I didn't even look at the model because my eyes were already bleeding when looking at the number of materials. I just didn't want to look anymore. Do we make... I mean, I guess the easiest way is to do 2 decals and just have priority of one on top of the other. That is the easiest way of doing it. Didn't Epic do the same for the characters you use as bosses? No, not they have a few materials, yes, but not that's okay. There's a difference between multiple materials on a character and on a hard surface object, like a building. On a character, you shouldn't need that many materials still. But like a building or like a structure with props in it shouldn't need that many materials. So let's say you have a little shop and inside of it you have a bunch of food, right? So you might have a material setup for the shop, and then you would have a material setup for the food. You'd ideally have all of, I don't know about all, but like a bunch of the food all using the same texture and the same setup, so that way you can reuse it. You don't have to load like, you know, a bunch of different ones. It depends on, of course, if you're reusing the food everywhere. But if it's a single asset still, I'd want it to clean up and actually put it all together. Because those weren't individual like pieces in the static mesh. They were combined in the static mesh. If, for example, I had like, let's say in that store I had a pie, and I actually have a separate asset of the pie, then cool. I can take that pie and it's its own thing, which is great. But inside of this asset with that pie, I want it to be together in one nice thing. Did you say food? Yes, I said food. We're talking about pie. You know, like raspberry pie. What's your favorite kind of pie? I actually asked this yesterday, so not the best question. Do I want to do it here? Hold on. Yeah, I guess we do it here still. I don't really need to use decal color, so. Okay, so if you know what, for testing purposes, I will use decal color. Multiply. Decal color. And alpha. Yes, I remember you like cream pies. Boston cream? Now, what we can do is change the color of this. So if I have this, for example, and then I have a do you guys know a way of when you press Control D for it not to move?
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
I wish duplicate would just duplicate in place. I mean, there's ways of like doing it, but duplicating and moving it back by holding Alt. But I really don't like that. I don't know why that's like that by default. Yeah, I know you can do Control C, Control V, but I want to use Control D. It's less button clicks. Instead of using 2 hotkeys, I can use 1. I still wanted to move. Now, if you first do Control C and then V, right? It's more buttons. Yeah, I like using the D. You know, it's convenient. Sounds convenient to move the object after. Yeah, both are inconvenient. I'm not arguing that this isn't inconvenient. That's why I was complaining about it, because it is inconvenient. Exactly. I wish I didn't have to do this. I wish I could do Control D without it moving. Like, I understand. Like, in a way, I understand. It's doing it because it doesn't want to duplicate on top of itself. So, and then you don't realize it was duplicated. Sure, I get it, but I don't like it. Power values draw later on top. So if I made this one, and I made this too, there we go. So now this will always be below it. Perfect. Problem becomes, well, it's not really a problem. The thing that I don't want happening, the reason I didn't want to do a decal, is I didn't want it affecting the sprites. But I guess, I mean, I can just use, I just turn off decals on the sprites. I'm trying to think, is there, because I don't think there would be a time when I want decals on the sprites to begin with. Guts, forward! You took too long. I did your job. You didn't want to use the V, but I love the D. I see what's happening. Yeah, exactly. See? You get it. You're sleeping already? Good, good. Okay, so we'll do that. Let's modify real quick the material for the sprites. And I'll just say none. Oh my god, you've been going to sleep, like actually going to sleep. This is impressive. Round of applause for Guts. Sorry, round. Round of applause. Have a good night. So now we get no decals on character. Great. That fixes that problem. So now what we need to do is place the decal and scale and move the decal instead of the static mesh. Okay, we can do this. So we'll add a decal. I say after using blueprints for the last week, you can say they're definitely to be added to the Tomb of Skills. Is that a good tomb? Like, are you trying to say they're like they should die and we're throwing it into the tomb to be buried? Or is that supposed to be a positive? I'm not quite sure. I feel like you're trying to make it sound positive, but you're using the word tomb, which is usually associated with bad things. So I'm not 100% sure which one. Tome, not tomb. Okay, very different. Makes more sense. Your Tome of Skills makes sense. For reference, this is a tomb with a B, T-O-M-B, right? A little bit different than probably what you meant. So I just want to clarify. Right, this is a place where people... Okay, what I'm gonna do here is do this, create material instance, and just apply it, just so we can have it. And I want to turn on base visibility. Okay, oh boy. Because the scale is different on these. Okay. How do we do this? Okay, well, we can check by the size of this. Right? It's a 1. It's 100 units in size, but I think it needs to be half of that, so it's 50. So if I made this 50 by 50? Wait, what? What? Why is it when I change the decal size in both the Y and the Z axis? It changes the width? Oh, because it's not orientated the correct way yet. I understand now. I smart. Now it makes sense why it looks like. I'm telling you, I'm so out of it today. Holy shit! Like that should have been like step 1. What happened? Oh my god. So we can do this. Say 150 X, and then we can scale it. Scale it to whatever we need to be. Excellent. Okay. And then we can, if we want to, we can increase the width of it, you know, very easily. Okay. Good. So, let's do some stuff. So first of all, oh, you know what? Because it's a decal, I will use the decal color. And we'll just make this red. And then we'll set the sort order here for 2. And then this is going to be decal arrow. The problem with this one it's not really a problem, but this is going to be the outline. It's not a problem. I call it a problem, but it's not a problem. This is What size? 8. So we want to change the length of this to 8. And then we want to change on here the length of this to 8. Oh. 8. Hold on, that doesn't seem right. Oh, it's because I'm looking at on him. And on him, it's not overridden for the length. It's on 2. If I make it 8, it lines up. Okay. And so it's fine. It's fine. So we'll offset it though. So if it's 8, it is 100. It's 450. 450. It's 450. I mean, it lines up correctly. So that seems right. Outline. Attack arrow outline. Okay. So then we need same thing, but the outline is going to be interior. Honestly, it can be underneath it. No, it can't. No, it can't. Why is this? Why the hell is this one on top and this one's below? It's not alphabetical because this one wouldn't be on top then. God damn it. I have questions. I have questions and I don't like the possible answers to them. This is decal. It's an outline, interior. So on this one, right, we're changing the texture. We can reset the length. Okay. So this is interior. Reset this. That stays. This is below. Then we get this one. So why does it look like that? Hey, Sermon, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Howdy, howdy. Outline. Outline has outline? Oh, why is this sorter in 1? 2. 2, and this is 1. Okay. I'm not sure why this... Oh, because it's projecting on top of itself, but it can't project... No, I don't know why it's like that. I was trying to think of a reason, but no. I just realized no. That's not. But if we look here, then things work out. Why do we have this again? Why do we have this again? If I did this 8. Okay, if I have it lined up, I don't see it. No, yes, I do. Why? Why are we back to having this garbage? I even did no MIP maps. Wait. What happened to no map maps? Well, that doesn't fix it here. Yeah, I didn't know map maps on this one. Yeah, I didn't know maps on this one. I didn't know. I don't see it from my camera. You know what? I don't see it from my camera. Just gonna turn it back to the way it was, and then it's fine. It's fine. Just don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. You had a dumb moment earlier? Oh, I've had so many today. Jesus Christ. You had to draw a picture to understand the logic between 3 different blueprints, and it turned out you only used 2. So it's simple. You're still working on your 7-day widget. I hope you're working on it, but not stuck in it for 7 days. Then it's fine. So you were trying to figure out something that was supposed to work between 3 blueprints, but it turned out you only needed 2, or only used 2 to get the same result. I had a similar thing when I was doing the collection, the deck, and the starting cards. I was trying to figure out how to get it all 3 working when I had 2 linked together. So it's similar to that, I think. Keep adding features to it. Yeah, I get that. I get that. Okay. So what I can... Oh, I just realized something. Manny. On begin play, I do create an area material instance. Why am I doing this on Hue when I should do it on the main on top? And we should do it here. So that way I can use it on the other characters too. Because that would be smart. You're gonna rework the whole layout though? You made it too big and seems because when you start the game in a separate full screen window, everything is far too large. Ladder resizing. Yeah, you gotta test it out like on different sizes and all that. Makes sense. Yeah, you're like me. Just changing things and adding things all the time. I can relate, I can approve. And I approve because, you know, I don't want to be a hypocrite saying it's bad that you're doing it, but it's fine that I'm doing it. I told it to replace, but it didn't actually replace. Why? Okay, so we now have this, but here I don't want to do you anymore. I want to do this. Decal. Which we can't just do that. So instead, why is this different? Because it can't take multiple material slots. I guess that is why. You know, I sometimes you just have to say something out loud to realize how stupid of a question it is. because it'll just answer itself. So now here, I can take the interior one here. Can I just do this? Yes, I can. One's the decal, one's the primitive. Yeah, I as soon as I started to ask the question, I realized how stupid of a question it was, and I knew exactly why. Right. This doesn't have multiple materials, so it doesn't all the extra stuff that the other one had. You can't have it. It's like, I get it. Fine. I was being stupid again. Well, I say again. The correct word there is still. I'm still being stupid. But so we got that. Can I just remove this now? Oh, now these move to the top. Oh, I can just... So these I can plug in together. The other one I couldn't. It's fine. It's fine. Why do I have the... See, I don't need this as a function anymore. So now I just do this. Oh, yes, I do, because I use it. Yeah, I use it in another place in children. So yeah, this is fine. You're making your widget all organized, breaking down each segment into many functions after delays. I think a delay can go in a function. No. A delay cannot go in a function. You're correct there. It can go into a macro, but it can go into a function. And honestly, no one ever uses macros, and I also do not use macros. But I don't know why. I say no one. That's obviously an exaggeration. But like, I don't like whenever I see like people making whatever, I don't see people making macros. Although they're completely valid. I should start using more macros now I think about it. Because there are some situations where I could just use a macro instead of duplicating stuff. I'll start using them more often. Yeah, I get that. But like, if you have something, let's say, right. Oh, let's just say like I had like one thing here and another thing below it, and another thing below it, all using the same setup, except like a few variables difference. But the only difference is it had, you know, a delay there, so I couldn't put in a function. Then I'll just put it in a macro, and it'll make it easier for me just to reuse it. But I don't think it's any more expensive than having it the 3 times to begin with. Or is it actually more expensive than having it the 3 times to begin with? Because I'm pretty sure it's just... it doesn't improve performance, but I think it doesn't hurt performance, right? From what I understand. I could be wrong. They're awesome, but in a tight pitch, too many, and it messes with the memory stack. Oh, so it can actually cause issues with. So it's better to have like individual copies of like things with delays, assuming you have delays. then to have like a macro and then a macro, the same macro like 4 times. I didn't know that. You have a button that is pressed and slides the button, delays, another button slides, another delay, transform character, delay. So I have very many functions, dear God. Yeah, it sounds like it. But it sounds like you only need one function though. Which is to slide an input. So if you make the function, whatever it is, to slide, and then it just takes an input like of what it's sliding, then you just have one function. You just make a modular function basically. Well, that doesn't quite work. Why doesn't that quite work? Oh, first of all, I'm scaling in Y now. I'm pretty sure. No. Z. It was Z. The answer was Z. There we go. Oh. Too long. It was too long. I think it was 7. 400. Set this. 407. Yeah, look at that. Okay. See that we have those lines. Why do we have those lines? Why do we have these lines? Why is it the way it is? Okay, no mip maps it is. Problem solved with no mip maps. Actually, it's kind of cool because it's a
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
because it's such a straight line. It's kind of cool. Yeah, obviously it'll fade out automatically. Okay, cool. You have parts. You got function that talking to function, telling other functions what to do. Yeah, makes sense. Ignore language syntax and function boundaries completely. As for delay, that's fine, but don't use them all the time. Ignore language syntax and function boundaries completely. Okay, here's a scenario, 88B. I'm curious. Could I set up a timeline inside of a macro? And then if I told something to use the timeline, would it create a new timeline for every copy of it? Like a function would. See where I'm going with this? Because that would be very useful. That I just thought of. And something I've wanted to do a lot of times in the past, but always need to work around for. You can't do a timeline in a function. No. Nothing that that happens over multiple frames. You can't do. You can do custom events, like in the event graph, yeah, you can use timelines. You just can't put them in the in functions. Functions have to be able to occur within a single frame. They cannot be multiple frames long, basically. So anything that would make it more than one frame long can't happen. Like, you can't even delay until next tick. You can't. That's not a thing. It'd be cool if you could, but hello, Pixel. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Yo, you're live, bro. You're so... look, watch the stream for just a little bit longer, and you'll realize how wrong of a sentence that is. I've been doing all sorts of stupid things today, and I've been forgetting all sorts of things today. I wish I was smart. But I appreciate it. I'm glad the videos have been helpful. So think if your function had a delay, it should delay and then continue outside the function. Well, you can call an event, a custom event from the function, and then we'll do the custom event, which can have the delay, and then you can do the rest of it there. Or you could have it the delay and then do another function that does like the second half or whatever it is, right? Yeah, so you could do that. Do I use any note-taking systems? No. I never take notes. Even when I was like in high school, I never took notes. I'm bad. I'm bad. Sorry. Oh man, thank you so much for the super chat.
I ain't as rich as I used to be, but here you deserve this.
I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Very generous of you. Thank you. Guy working. Let's test it out in the actual game. Yeah, that was Plankton. I don't remember if I have it set up to random on that one or if it's only the SpongeBob ones. Either got really lucky to get Plankton or like 1 in 3 to get Plankton. I don't remember which one it is. I can find out. You got 1 in 3. It's a 1 in 3 chance to get Plankton. There's Plankton, this is specifically for super chats. Plankton, SpongeBob, and Squidward are the 3. If you use a macro library, maybe. I gotta experiment with that. Because there have been scenarios where I'd wanted a timeline for multiple things. But basically I wanted like timeline, like curve control for like an animation. So like I'd want a timeline for that. But I'd want it for like many things procedurally. And so I couldn't do it. I had to find workarounds. But if I could do it in a macro, I'm gonna look into that at some point. There's tabs that Unreal you're scared to press will probably make your life easier, but will definitely hurt your... Where are these tabs that you're afraid to press? Tabs are fine. As long as you're not closing the tab, you can always get it back. Right, here's tabs. They're not scary. Here's tabs. They're not scary. They're not gonna bite too hard. It'll be a gentle bite. They'll nibble it a little, maybe. Oh, we were going to test the game. Yeah. Full blast. Oh yeah. Okay. It hit nothing. Why hit nothing? Okay, is it when I dodge? Okay, after I dodge, I do no. I can't do any attacks. Is that what the problem is? Why can't I not? It's not doing any damage. What's going on? Oh, I'm done now. Sometimes that helps so much. It really does. Missed. Missed. Didn't hit. Didn't hit. I'm obviously right on top of them. Now it hit. Only hit the first one, though. Okay. What's going on? What's going on? Am I even getting traces? No! It's not tracing. Now trace and hit. Didn't trace. Traced. Traced. Why does it sometimes not trace? Oh, hold on. You know what? I think I know why. No. I don't think I need print strength. I think I know why. It's stupid. It's stupid, but I think I know why. Let's see if I was right. If we have one of these not work at some point, then I was not right. If all of these work, which they're working right now, I was right. And it seems like I was right. It's a stupid thing. I don't know how I missed one of them. How is it not hitting that guy? I feel like it should hit him. Yeah, all of them have worked. So yeah, I fixed it. Okay, so the secret thing that I did behind the screen is I increased the trace 1 extra frame. Yep. For whatever reason, I guess depending on your FPS, it might not play this. I don't know, because my frame rate is definitely higher than its play speed. The animation is at 30 frames a second. So at 30 frames per second, this is what? Like 1 full second or something? Sorry, 1/10 of a second. And I'm definitely more than 10 frames a second in my playing. So I don't know why, this has issues. But I've had to increase it on other ones in the past. That's why I was like, okay, that's probably it. And it was. I just had to increase it for whatever reason. So, yay, easy solution. So now it is consistent. Don't need that anymore. The only thing is, I feel like the range, it feels like I'm not hitting when I should be. So I'm gonna increase the range of the I'm gonna increase the range of it. I'm also gonna increase the radius of it to like 200. I feel like that's gonna be a little better. That felt more correct. So I don't know why at the end it doesn't always hit. Hit both of them. It's like it works, just not always. It's interesting. See, why did the second one hit? It only happens like at the very end. So yeah, it definitely has a wider range than the arrow, which is good. Okay. Oh man, lifesteal with this is probably going to be extremely overpowered. Even with like just AoE. Oh no, lifesteal right now is I can't overheal from lifesteal anymore. I used to be able to. Something's up still. Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. I just figured it out. Whoa, hold on. Let me check if that is what it is. But I think I know what it is. Oh, attack angle is 180 though. I thought it was the attack angle. So it would fail. It would be inside of the range, inside of the thing, but it would just not be at the correct angle and like as in front of the character. If I do 360, theoretically this should fix the problem. This should be like any direction. Yeah, okay, that was probably it. I had to be directional, even though it didn't need to be, considering it's already directional. That seems like it's working better. I missed. Oh, I did hit you. Yeah, I hit you. Yeah, for this attack, I think I need to be 360. Wherever it hits, it works. Yay, it's working now. It's all working. Okay, that's too far. So now that it's working, yeah, we can go back to having it be a little bit smaller, etc. Yeah, okay. We did it. Okay, let's change this back to 600 and I'll change it back to 175 radius. Now that we fixed the problem. Okay. So I think our rework of the combat for the player for now is done. So that means we should start reworking the enemies and start looking into state trees, which I have no experience with. Tomorrow, if I have time to look into state trees, or I've looked up enough to start playing around with them, we'll start doing stuff with that tomorrow and start working on the enemies and reworking the AI in them. If not, then we'll do some PCG stuff for potential Sunday video. But I think I hopefully will have enough that I'll have something to work with for tomorrow. We'll see. We will see. But yeah, that's gonna do it for tonight, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll be back tomorrow at 6:30 Pacific as always. And I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your night. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.